And a very big welcome. It's the 2020 AmpSurf ISA World Para Surfing Championships from La Jolla, California. The opening ceremony officially inaugurated the 2020 AmpSurf ISA World Para Surfing Championships in La Jolla, California, USA. A record-breaking 131 athletes from 22 nations participated in the Parade of Nations and iconic sands of the world at La Jolla Shores Beach, displaying the joy and healing power of parasurfing for athletes with physical challenges. Representatives from each nation took to the stage for the Sands of the World ceremony, pouring sand from their nations into a container to symbolize the peaceful gathering of nations through parasurfing.
It is my great pleasure and honor to declare the 2020 AmpSurf ISA World Para Surfing Championship officially open!
Adaptive surfing is when somebody with a physical disability gets out in the ocean and figures out how to ride a wave. It's basically all that's going on there. Every type of ability, from a single leg amputee to a visual impairment to somebody with paralysis like myself, figures out how to get on a board and ride a wave. It's pretty simple.
It's competing against other people that have some kind of physical problem.
To be an adaptive surfer, you've got to be resilient. You've got to have a little bit of ingenuity. You've kind of got to deal with the cards you've been dealt with. It's just a way of surfing differently with your own skill set and I guess just what life has given you.
A couple of modifications, maybe a prosthetic leg, maybe a special board. Doesn't mean there's any less stoke, just, maybe a little more thought goes into it.
Well, for me, adaptive surfing is like surfing like everybody else, but doing it as you can.
It's all about fun, adaptive fun. We used to have fun on a normal surfing, able-bodied surfing, but when you got hurt or you got any kind of disability, you gotta still having fun. So that's adapt to fun, I think.
Today, day number one, 131 parasurfers representing 22 nations begin their battle for the gold. The opening rounds of competition kicked off the race for gold medals in the afternoon, with 9 heats of men and women, standing and kneeling divisions taking to the water. And here we go, Mark Stewart up and riding on this one, trying to give it a little run here. Brings it all the way back around, kind of rebounds off the whitewater, sets it back up on the inside. Look, he's going to get in front of it again. Time for one more little floater at the end. Mark Stewart coming to play and catching up with Mono Stewart. And I tell you what, nice design on that quad.
What it does, I put my good knee in here, and because I've got a short stump, I lean my stump on here, so it levels me up a bit. It's good. I've been making boards for guys around the world now with the same concept. It's just something that we've come up with over the last 35 years.
Have you got a patent it?
No. It's a new sport. We just want to share the love and get more people back in the water, mate.
This is Pirata out of Brazil, the 2017 world champion in this division. Pirata coming out of the water, winning that last heat with Sponge Williams in second place.
That's feeling that's amazing. It's pretty great. I'm so excited for continuing the heat. I don't have too much to talk about now because I'm so cold. The water is so cold. That's no good feeling for me.
Team Brazil, the 2016 and 2017 world champions, put on a strong showing in their attempt to reclaim the gold medal. 3 Brazilian athletes earned the highest totals of the day with impressive surfing from the past ISA gold medalist Alessino Pirata Neto, Malu Mendes, and Robert Pino.
And we got Roberto Pino from Brazil. Nice carving floater maneuver. Look at the bottom turn.
Pino was the standout performer of the day, earning the only 2 waves in the excellent range with a single wave score of 8 and 8.83.
Here we go. It looks like Dana Cummings, the founder, not only is the foundation which he founded the title sponsor of this 2020 ISA World Parasurfing Championships, he's also a member of Team USA. I don't know what other hats he could wear. Can you think of one?
I learned to surf 4 months after I lost my leg, and then now we're able to help people, at the pinnacle of the sport. And for me, it's just everything coming full circle.
Second place in her heat. How you feeling out there? Second place, you're advancing on your first heat of the day.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello to my family. Yeah, I'm excited right now. It's my first competition ever.
Well, wait a minute. This is your first ever surfing competition. Oh my gosh. And you get second place in a world championship? That's gotta feel special.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now I'm going home and say I'm second in the world.
Canada's Victoria Fage, a defending ISA gold medalist, surfed well for her nation, earning the second highest women's heat total with 9.10 points.
Here comes Victoria paddling into one of the better waves we have seen. She is up, she is going, she's past the whitewash. What a great ride we just saw there. That's one of the better waves of today.
The goal of classification in the ISA World Parasurfing Championship is to ensure that there is a fair and equitable playing field. The ISA uses internationally certified parasurfing classifiers to assess the level of impairment for all surfers and to classify them into one of 8 parasurf sport classes. There are 6 physical parasurf sport classes. Stand 1 for athletes with upper limb impairments. Stand 2 for athletes with a lower limb impairment. Stand 3 for athletes with a higher level of lower limb impairments. Parasurf kneel for athletes who kneel or sit. Prone 1 for athletes who surf in a prone position without assistance. Prone 2 for athletes who surf in a prone position and require assistance in the water to catch waves and get back on the board safely. There are also 2 visual parasurf sport classes. Parasurf Visual Impairment 2 for athletes that have partial vision, and Parasurf Visual Impairment 1 for athletes with no vision. Across the 8 sport classes, each national team can field a team of up to 8 men and 8 women with no more than 2 athletes per gender in any sport class. The competition format is round robin, where each surfer competes twice, and the total of their best 2 waves from either heat ranks the competitors. A predetermined amount of competitors advance past the round robin stage into single elimination heats.
My name is JP Vaudry from South Africa. So my accident happened on the 23rd of May 2009, and I was shooting a wedding, and I decided to take my motorbike. It was such a beautiful evening. Just before I got home, 2 kilometers from my house, someone ran a stop street, hit and run, never been found. When the surgeon told me that he was going to take my leg, the very first thing I thought of was, am I going to surf again? Unless you've actually been there, it's hard to digest, what you can and can't do. But I mean, I was a surfer before my accident, and I wanted to carry on being a surfer, stand-up surfer that is. And I think that's what inspired me to get going. Friends and family said, don't put too much pressure on yourself. I decided to go the other route. I got all my friends, all the media, surfing magazines, they all were there on the beach waiting to see like what would happen with my first wave. I had many quiet moments in the changing rooms, getting ready as everyone was in anticipation. I'm proud to say I got up on my very first wave. I can't even express the feeling, and haven't looked back since. Once you get that first wave, anything's possible. But my friends say I surf better now than before. I'm just chasing life, really, and I start my day with a surf. I spend as much time with my family as possible, just because it could all go in a second, and I want to know that I've got no regrets.
It's your 2020 AmpSurf ISA World Para Surfing Championships, day number 2. Today, we see prone, we see standing, we see kneeling, and visually impaired. The world's best para surfers put their elite talent on display on the second day of competition.
Red with priority. We see red, white riding, and they separate both left and right.
Christian, what were the waves like out there?
Well, the tide's filling in right now. It's pretty inconsistent. There's a lot of different peaks shifting in and out of the lineup, but it was a great time. Kind of always operate under the mantra, you know, you always keep moving, so pick and choose what waves I could find and had a great time.
We go, Bruno, the 4-time gold medalist. Liking how he's using that rail. We started out with the bang. Our 4-time silver medalist and Christian Bailey, our 4-time gold medalist, Bruno Hansen.
Bruno's definitely looking like the favorite so far.
Here we go, Bruno Hansen on the right.
Look at that tap on the white water.
Nice carving turn, double rail action there for Bruno Hansen. Redirects over to his right side, length of ride, pushing it here, and liking the combination of maneuvers. Got the speed, got the power. Look at the flow there.
On this wave in particular, it was as good as you can get.
Catching up with Bruno Hansen, Denmark 4-time gold medalist.
What's it feel like competing for the 5th time here in La Jolla?
Oh, it's kind of an honor to be back here, to be honest. Feels like I've never left. It's tough conditions today, but got lucky. I can see there's a lot more competition this year, so it's a good driving force to keep going forward, really.
What was that motivation?
I think everything. Everything in life has been a motivation lately, actually. And I just find it really important just to keep fit. Body, mind, and soul, and I think that's what helps out there, you know. So thanks for having us all again here, and it's a great event.
We're representing our culture, we're representing our nation, and it all comes down to one. We're representing one full thing.
They're not going to allow the weather to dictate how they feel today.
Despite a flurry of uncharacteristic rain showers in Southern California, competitors let their surfing shine through on the international stage.
There we go, our first competitor there from France, Pierre Pochat, grabbing that first wave. Oh, there's a great little right there that our competitor from France, Pierre Pochat, got on.
You're trying to be a world champion. What's it going to take?
It's going to take a little bit of luck to catch the right waves. It's a question of choosing the right waves because everybody, competes in the same conditions.
Yes. Jose Martinez, he's going to get around the section.
He's going to get around the section.
Oh,
Let's
look
see
at this. Oh, hand in the water, cuts it back.
Oh my God.
My name is Jose Martinez and I'm representing Team USA. I actually stepped on an IED on March 3rd of 2012. I was in a coma for 10 days and woke up scaring the doctor on the 13th. I'm celebrating life on Friday. And the way I got surfing was actually through surf therapy. Balboa Naval Medical Center opened up a surf therapy for us and was able to get us out of the actual hospital and into the water. And the minute the water hit my body, it was like a change of events for me. I went from being a very depressed human being, someone that just hated life, to this happiness, to starting to change my energy and realizing how much I really want to be alive so I can go and catch some more waves. What I've noticed from everybody that has been surfing, the challenges that they come across has actually been trying to figure out how to deal with life inside of communities and stuff like that. And when they come out here, it's a way for them to re-energize themselves and be able to do things that they think that they wouldn't have done. Because when we're out there, the only thing we're really thinking about is the water. Because if there's a big wave coming out and we're about to get swamped, guess what? You gotta paddle for your life. Nothing else really matters. So I feel like that's a way for me, myself, and others to be able to reconnect with the world and be able to say, hey, I want to live here. Plus, the waves are great, and this is just San Diego. We all have different stories. We all have different type of situations going on with us. But what makes us good is that we have this heart that we all love surfing. My goal is definitely going to be a bit more than just winning. I would love to be in first place, but in all honesty, I'm just here to make sure that everybody else is having as much of a great time as I am. I'm just trying to hype them up and make sure that they know how much of a hype it can be. And the fact that they're feeling this energy off of me, when they go out there, they're screaming and hollering just as much as I am. So it's a lot more than just winning. It's about the community. It's so people can understand how amazing we can truly be.
The 2016 and 2017 Team World Champion Brazil built on their momentum earned on day one with all-around excellent performances from multiple surfers.
Here we go, the man of the hour right now, Jonathan. Tags it right one more time into the whitewater section.
Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of these are upper limb disabilities. You just saw a good wave there. Surf by Nara.
Well, look at this. Our Brazilian surfer up again.
There he goes on the backhand. Already saw him slicing and dicing on that opening wave, making the connection. One turn there, then the kick out.
Brazil's Mike Voss led the charge with a near-perfect wave score of 9.83 and an event height heat total of 18.16.
There we go, off on the first wave. This will be Mike Voss from Brazil. Good carving turn back into the pocket. Liking the upper body, lower body switch turns.
Whoa.
There he goes, using his finesse right here, all on this wave. And look, open face opportunities all up and down this wave.
Hold the phone? Where did that thing come from?
Here we go, Mike Voss. I want to see him on his backhand. Snap, straight vert. And this guy never surfs without a smile.
I'm here with Mike Voss. Highest heat total of the event so far, more than 18 points. He had a 9.83, close to perfection. Doesn't speak that much English. I'm going to ask him questions in Portuguese. Now, one question, what kind of equipment is he riding? Because it looks spicy. Tu equipo, ¿qué equipamiento usaste dentro de la competencia ahorita? Porque se veía muy bien.
A minha prancha 510 tem 19.
He has a 510 that's working specifically well in these small conditions right now. It's an epoxy. It's a board that is shaped by the same shaper for Adriano de Souza, and it's looking really good, guys. Mike Voss, 38 years old, highest heat total of the event so far, and he's the favorite to win the gold medal in this category.
Backing up Voss's performance for Team Brazil were the past ISA World Champion David Teixeira with a high heat total of 13 points, and Jonathan Borba with a 12.67 point total.
You look at David on this one. He's got a little section to work with. He's off the bottom right here. Here's David. Nice turn right there. He's back on the inside.
Are we going to see a dab? Are we going to see a dab?
We're down here with a rock star, Mick Jagger. No, it's David Teixeira. But he is a rock star in the adaptive surfing world. And David, a former gold medalist, a former world champion. You've competed here and won silver medals and gold medals. What makes surfing so important in your life?
Surfing is important in my life because it's a connection of God, and I love stay at the water surfing. It's my favorite thing. That was a big wave, right? And a good size. Was good.
Australia's Sam Bloom, a defending ISA world champion, started her 2020 campaign off strong with the best women's wave score and heat total of the day.
Oh, she's going to take it right down to that left. Look at this little wall. Nice, Cuddy. Out of Sam.
Bloom's heat total of 15.33 put her in a solid position to advance into the single elimination rounds, one step closer to a chance to repeat a gold medal performance.
I don't know if anybody's having more fun than Sam Bloom.
The visually impaired surfers debuted on Thursday with particularly inspiring surfing from Spain's past world champion, Aitor Francesina, who earned the highest heat total for the division with a 16.9, including a 9-point ride.
Whoa, hold the phone.
The four-time defending world champion, Denmark's Bruno Hansen, currently holds the lead in the men's Prone 1 division. USA's Christian Bailey trails in second position, looking to break through from his 4 silver medals to earn his first gold. The ISA highlighted its commitment to the growth and development of parasurfing by holding the AmpSurf ISA Parasurf Clinic at La Jolla Shores prior to the World Championship. The objective of the clinic was to provide an opportunity for athletes with physical challenges to experience the sport of surfing and the healing qualities of the ocean. Despite exceptionally stormy weather, 13 athletes participated, receiving expert guidance from the top athletes and instructors in the sport.
My name is Dana Cummings. I'm the founder and president of AmpSurf. So today we got about 13 participants out here. So these are all people living with various disabilities, anything from quadriplegia to traumatic brain injuries, vets with PTSD and stuff like that. So the main objective of AmpSurf and doing these clinics is to let people know that they can do anything they set their minds to, is adapt and overcome, and give them the focus on their abilities. That healing power of the ocean, when you get out there and just feel that rush of riding that wave, you can't help but feel good, just feel great. And so someone that's living with different types of disabilities, PTSD or a physical disability, something like that, feeling that rush and that power of the wave just really picks them up and makes them feel good about life, and it just makes them want to live strong. So the rest of this week is just going to be epic. We've got about 140 athletes from around the world. It's just going to be an epic session to see these guys all compete and see who gets crowned world champion.
I'm Darian. I'm from Hawaii. I'm in upper limb women's division. I have a brachial plexus injury, so the nerves in my shoulder and arm are damaged. I can't straighten my left arm, and I can get it to about here, and that's about it. When I was 10 years old, the first 24 hours I lived in Hawaii, I woke up at 3 a.m. and I demanded a surf lesson. I loved it. I stood up the first time I ever surfed. I found adaptive surfing, and I've been here ever since. I've been coming to this event for the last 5 years, so since day one. Since then, my surfing has progressed more since I've gotten different coaches. Last year I placed 4th, and this year I'm aiming for higher. Everybody likes each other, but I always say, I love you, you're my best friend, but the second that buzzer goes off, we are competitors. I did a lot of traveling this past year. In 2019, I went to 6 different countries by myself, 7 in total, about 11 different contests, and that's the only time I get to see my friends. I think of them, most of them, as like family. Just come out, introduce yourselves. We'll definitely take you in. It'll just completely change your life.
The third day of competition set the stage to crown the gold medalist at the 2020 AmpSurf ISA World Parasurfing Championship. 16 world champions will be crowned across the various men's and women's stand, prone, kneel, visually impaired, and wave ski divisions, as well as the coveted team world champion. The wave ski division debuted in competition on day 3 with top performances from USA's Ethan Kerr.
This wave that Ethan got. Ethan just got a nice little jam.
And Jeff Munson.
And Ethan taking the win out there in that heat. Talk about that heat out there and what it took to take the win.
It was a little rough. Conditions are small. Small waves are much harder to surf. You know, it takes a little bit of finesse.
Colombia's Freddie Merrimon was not able to defend his 2018 title and didn't advance through to a single elimination round of men's prone 2. Other past world champions, USA's Jesse Billauer and Brazil's David Teixeira, remain in the division's draw and will have a chance to add to their medal tally on finals day.
I don't think anybody moves as quick and fast as Davi on a surfboard.
It's unreal.
There he is right there, rocking the blonde hair.
Here we go, my man, Jose Martinez.
Australia's Sam Bloom is among the defending world champions going for gold.
I felt awesome out there today in the water. It was unreal because the waves were really glassy. I'd be stoked to get a gold medal again.
Bloom continued her scorching run through the event with the highest heat total of day 3, earning 16.34 in the women's prone 2 division.
Sam Bloom taking that one all the way to the beach.
The visually impaired surfers took to the water again on Friday, displaying their impressive connection with the ocean.
He is saying, yes, I am having a blast.
Costa Rica's Henry Martinez was one of the standout performers, accumulating enough points to advance to the final to guarantee his first medal in the event.
My name is Henry Martinez Hernandez. I started surfing like 3 years ago, and it was a total surprise. It had been a big dream for me, like all my life. When I told my parents, it was like, it's a beautiful dream. One day. It was like a new possibility to make more people with disability to taste the ocean and the surf.
It's your 2020 AmpSurf ISA World Para Surfing Championship. Today, it's finals day, where we'll crown 16 individual gold medalists and we'll crown the team world champions. It all happens right here, right now. La Jolla shores provided clean, glassy conditions for the world's best para surfers to show their talent on the international stage. The women's kneel division kicked off the string of finals with Canada's Victoria Feisch facing off against Chile's Naomi Alvarez and Spain's Audrey Pascual and Paloma Onate.
This is going to be Victoria getting into this one off the bottom. That wave's going to kind of shut down.
But look at that,
Naomi.
almost a pull little cover up on Naomi. I think we're going to see, she's been very consistent. She has a 2.07 and a 2.0. Yellow does have priority here. Let's see what happens. They both go opposite ways on the peak.
Which is good. Look at this little section right there. For Victoria, another good wave. Well, who's going to come away with the win in our first final?
Oh, we're going into another one for Victoria here. Look at her, truly in that knee form. Wow, we have not seen Victoria fully kneel, grab that rail, and really extend that arm and open the chest to get her up and down that wave. It was the perfect form for this division.
And stayed in that pocket too, though.
Feisch was able to successfully defend for gold medal to make it 2 in a row.
Let me be the first to tell you, you are now a 2-time world champion.
It feels amazing. I've worked hard to try to get here, and everything is paying off today, and I'm so happy.
The men's kneel final saw past world champions Mark Mono Stewart from Australia and Alcino Parada Neto from Brazil competing for gold against Wales' Llewellyn Sponge Williams and Brazil's Henrique Savaria.
We've got a big class of heavy hitters here. Now, 2 Brazilian surfers right here. You've got Alcino Neto from Brazil. You've got Henrique Savare in the white jersey, and then you've got Sponge in the red, who threw down yesterday. And then don't ever count out, never not even try not to mention the neon lighter himself, the man, the guy from down under, Mark Manu Stu.
Oh, Neto, here we go. He's down the line, driving down the line on the right.
Oh, what
Two good
a
turns.
great right.
He helped him out. Uh-oh. White had priority on that. Red had second priority, but here's Sponge Williams.
They are going to call that an infraction, correct? Yes, it is going to be an infraction on red. Here comes Sponge again on another wave.
Sponge.
He's a much more right, and look at this. Just going down the line again.
Savare on this one, off the bottom, right into that lip.
It is impossible for Sponge Williams to get a gold medal here now.
Yeah, where my Mark Mono Stewart fans at right there?
Neto up on here, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Count it 4.
Let's get 5. I love the number 5. And there it is. Oh my God!
Neto to the top, 8-6-7 and a 6-1-3.
Are going to be rivaling a good football match.
Neto saved his best for last, scoring a wave in the 8-point range to place himself in the gold medal position.
I'm so tired. I'm so happy. Hey, aloha. Aloha. That's the vibe. Aloha.
The Wave Ski Invitational Final matched up 4 surfers from USA: Jeff Munson, Elena Nichols, Charles Webb, and Ethan Kerr.
Working off a 5-2-3. Look at Jota just getting in there. He's got that side. This is right here. We're talking about the soul.
Look at that. Reverts it back around.
So much fun seeing an individual like Chalk out here. And then the barometer of wave skiing, the Jeff Munson. You can always tell how a wave ski competition is going to go by how Jeff Munson is there. Jeff is just an incredible individual when she's going to paddle. And let's see if she gets up on this one. She's going to have to do a big drop here. She's going to go left. Not really her strong suit of going left, but ooh, look at this. Big old drop, turning something in here. What a great wave. Let's see if she's going to get a little bit of a reform here. He's going to come down the left side of this right now. It's really going to be, oh!
While Nichols gave Munson a run for his money, Munson was able to hold on to victory and earn his second gold medal in the event.
I'm sitting, so easy tube. You're always looking for the tube. You see these guys, how they're, you've got some triple amputees, and these guys are charging. These guys are getting barreled and stomping big floaters, and these guys are surfing better than a lot of the able-bodied. No excuses.
The women's visually impaired 2 featured Canada's Ling Pai, England's Melissa Reed, Spain's Cecilia Gramps, and France's Louis Michiche.
Sense of direction. Her shoulders are always pointing down the line. Oh my God. And this is going to be a massive score. Might even match the 8, might go even higher. And Ling Pai getting a well-coached wave right there.
Surfing's changed my life by just giving me more confidence and just enjoyment in the water, meeting new people, and everyone on the adaptive surf team all over the world are just amazing people, and just really lucky to be a part of it.
Reed continued her scorching run through the event, earning a day-high heat total among all divisions to take her second gold in a row in the event. The men's visually impaired 2 final featured Costa Rica's Roy Calderon, Japan's Shigeru Fujisaki, Hawaii's Aaron Pak, and Australia's Matthew Formstrom.
Good carving turn to open up. So Roy does lose priority, goes all the way down to third priority. We have two surfers splitting the peak here. Let's watch Aaron here in the red jersey. Nice carving maneuver.
Whoa, got straight onto the face of the wave.
Ah, I was hoping that would be an open face opportunity there for Aaron.
Well, one's sounding good right now because he only needs a mid-5.
Yeah, here we go, Roy up and riding from Costa Rica. Good carving maneuvers down the line, staying with the connection here. Not done yet.
Can he catch it though?
He's got it.
Armstrong outdid the rest of his competition and emerged victorious for his second ISA gold medal in the event.
Three-time world champ, Matty Forsstrom, how you feeling, man?
Amazing, yes, so stoked. We had a good week, but we just couldn't get good waves in any of our heats, and we got the waves in the final, which is exactly when you want them. I'm a bigger guy, so smaller waves aren't my thing. It is hard, but he got me into the right spot, and we got the right waves, and we got the job done.
The women's visually impaired 1 division was a 2-woman battle between Spain's Carmen Lopez and USA's Barbie Pacheco.
Carmen Lopez from Spain, and she did better on her previous, a 3.9, so she's still out in front, and it does seem like this last ride she got on camera is going to be one of her keeper scores. Look at her.
She is so excited.
Lopez finished on top, earning her first gold medal in the event.
She's only been surfing for 2 years, and this is a big accomplishment for her.
No, lo más grandioso para mí yo creo que será seguir mejorando y poder defender el título más tiempo.
So the most gratifying thing for her is becoming world champion, but it's not the biggest result. The biggest result in her life has been becoming a surfer.
The men's visually impaired 1 division followed with Spain's Aitor Franciscina, USA's Joshua Loya, Costa Rica's Henry Martinez, and Brazil's Elias Ricardo Deal.
Here we go to the action. We'll get started right away, and we see 3 of our competitors quickly getting their first wave.
We've got Surfer in yellow and Surfer in red both going after this one. Surfer in red just put together a butterfly explosion. Is he going to get a better score than his 7 or 6.87? He's really fighting for it. He's going to have to push. There's a small double up, but he knows. Wow, look at that. Out of nowhere. In the blue, it is our man, Henry Martinez.
Spain's Franciscina put his deep connection with the ocean on display to take another gold for Team Spain.
Aitor Franciscina, defending champion in this category. Was it more difficult to gain the first world championship or to defend it?
Yo creo que defenderlo, porque el primer campeonato era muy complejo porque me tocaba con chicos y gente muy buena y que veían, entonces se me hizo muy difícil, pero este ha sido más difícil todavía porque...
Well, being 50 years old this year, it was much more difficult to defend it, but competing against guys much younger and with different impairments as him, winning it wasn't as difficult. Actually, defending it to him was the most complicated one.
The men's Stand 3 final was the second heat of the round-robin format, where the top 2 waves from either heat counted.
Here we go.
Francis Eric Dargent shined in the second heat, but Hawaii's Colin Kirk earned 2 waves the first heat of the day before. That stood enough to earn him the gold medal.
Really tough competitors out there. Just nothing but respect for those guys. They're incredible.
In women's Stand 2, England's Charlotte Banfield, Brazil's Malu Mendes, Costa Rica's Jimena Ruiz, and Spain's Maria Martin Granizo contested the gold medal.
And look at this, Maria Martin Granizo.
Malu up and riding.
Yeah, Malu Mendes from Brazil. And she's got a nice style, good size wave, nice drop, and staying centered right there.
Here we go, Charlotte up and riding. This will be wave number 3 for Charlotte. Your 2020 AmpSurf ISA World Champion in the Women's Stand 2 division is Malu Mendes.
World champion Malu Mendes. First question is, What does it feel like to be world champ?
Be happy and be blessed.
Men's stand 2 faced off Brazil's Roberto Pino, France's Felipe Nod, South Africa's JP Vaudry, and Israel Adi Klang.
And we're seeing the regular foot.
Oh!
We're seeing the regular foot rider and JP go backside.
And look at that, Bo Hodge. He did move up into second.
He needed a 5.61. This was the first wave, the 7.67.
Whoa!
He's been the dominator, but here's the former world champion from 2017. Let's watch him on this first wave here. And we can tell you that Roberto's already registered a near excellent ride.
You know, we're speaking of the king. This is victory lap for him.
Oh, this is going to be the funnest wave he's ever surfed in his life. As they're counting down, the heat is over.
Yep.
There's the claim.
Roberto Pino continues his run through the entire event and dominated the field, earning his first gold medal ever in the event.
The king of La Jolla, Roberto Pino. Roberto, first of all, congratulations. You are the best surfer I have seen at this event so far. What does this moment mean for you?
Eu vim treinando bastante. Em 2017 eu vim competir aqui.
He's saying he came in 2017 and he don't have the best result he wants to get, and he promised himself to get in the next one. He's gonna be the champion, and he trained a lot to be the champion this 2020.
The gold medal hopefuls in the women's Prone 2 final were Australia's Sam Bloom, France's Catel Roper, and South Africa's Laluthando Makalima and Argentina's Georgina Malatini.
And there is Blue Nalo Makalima from South Africa. She is so fun. There we go. So Catel driving down the line on this one. She's going to get around this corner. She does just that, trying to level it up. Look at this. She's milking this one all the way to the beach. Catel Roper looking to replace the 3.97.
She's went way past all of her catchers, and actually, she's going to be caught by one of the AmpSurf.
Bloom proved to be unstoppable, building a large cushion between her and her competitors to defend her gold medal in the division.
I think this event is so much fun. I think my favorite is just meeting people from all around the world, and everyone gets so excited when you catch a good wave.
The most drama-packed heat of the day came down to the men's Prone 2 division, where USA's Jesse Billauer and Jose Martinez faced off against Brazil's David Teixeira and Eduardo Mar. Billauer, Teixeira, and Martinez all opened up strong with excellent 8-point rides.
Right this time, and look at this, he's able to dive it right into the face of the wave. Jose Martinez, look at that face of stoke. He knows that he just made that nice little bottom turn. I'm going to pace you. All right, Jesse Billauer, we did not see that first one. This is all you, Brad.
Look at this. Jesse Billauer on a good one now. He's heading down the line, making some progress on that. Going to try and see if he can get around that section. Jesse Billauer already has an 8-something.
From Brazil in red, Brad.
Davi off the bottom. Good turn right there. He's going to set it up for another turn. Boom. Little floater in the white water. He's going to foam climb that. He's going to keep going. But here comes Jose Martinez on this one.
I really like this wave, Brad. I'm going to have you call it.
Down the line. Here we go. In the barrel, he goes down. Gets the full cover up, full shot. He's going to drop in on this one. Here we go. Off the bottom. Davi, a little foam climb on that. Down into the inside. Is this wave going to give him something to work with? He's getting swallowed up by the white water. Trying to make a run at it right here. Davi, a couple extra strokes. He sees a little bit of section on the inside. Then we go back outside. Martinez.
Here is that left that we were looking for, and look at the speed that Jose Martinez has. He's got to do a big cutback to bring back, and there it is. Jose Martinez is excited. Keep the excitement contained, my friend. Finish this wave and get another big maneuver. Drive Little Finn in and see what happens.
Teixeira held the lead until the dying moments of the heat. However, a last-ditch effort by Billauer earned him a solid 7.9-point backup score to surpass Teixeira and claim his second gold medal, his first since 2015.
Jesse Ballauer is the new crowned world champion, Pro 2 division. Look at him!
Teixeira earned the silver, Martinez the copper, and Mayer the bronze.
Talk us through that last wave.
I was just trying to go right, but the left came in, and I was like, this is my shot, and I just hucked it up.
The women's Prone 1 final featured defending gold medalist Ann Yoshida from Hawaii, USA's Sarah Betancourt, South Africa's Tracy McKay, and Uruguay's Isabella Desano.
Right though, and look at this, Isabella. And here's Dr. Yoshida.
Here she goes. Which way will she go? It kind of closes out. She's going to redirect on her forehand here on the right side.
Betancourt was able to best the defending champion Yoshida to take her first gold medal in the event.
I don't know if she's going to be. There we go, Sarah Betancourt. How are we doing?
I am so stoked. I've been working really hard for the past year, training as much as I could for this day, and words can't express how grateful I am to everyone who supported me.
The men's Prone 1 final included the undefeated four-time reigning world champion Denmark's Bruno Hansen against Australia's Gavin Bellis, Mexico's Daniel de la Vega, and Spain's Marcos Tapia. Denmark's Hansen continued his unbroken streak, earning gold, taking home his fifth consecutive Prone world title.
I think I'm still in a dream world here at the moment. It feels a bit surreal. I just felt really focused and driven though. So many of them are on a worse condition than I am, and I think they surf better than I do. So I'd like to share this gold medal with all of those guys out there that didn't get a gold medal.
Hi, I'm Olivia Stone. I'm from Pennsylvania and I'm 17. So I'm a congenital bilateral above the elbow amputee. The first time I ever surfed was 2 years ago with Bethany Hamilton. That was my first time ever on a surfboard. It's just love at first wave, really. I just fell in love with the sport. It felt like the world just disappeared and it was just me in the ocean, and I could never get enough of it. After the first wave, everything just started progressing from there, and I've progressed so much, and every wave that I'm on, I just learned something new, and it's just so exciting. I'm home out in the water, you know, and I feel like I belong. I feel like I have a purpose, and I feel that once you catch that first wave just like me, you'll fall in love with it. And I just kind of had to walk, run, fly, you know, and I've been flying for a while, and you know, I'm just taking every day and absorbing all the great energy from everyone, and it's just been awesome. This whole event that ISA has been putting on really just showcases adaptive athletes that we can do anything we set our minds to. It's just a whole community here, and everyone loves each other, and even though you're competing against one another, you really are just there to love each other and have fun, support each other, and it's all about having a great time. Surfing just brings everyone together. That whole vibe is just incredible.
USA's Liv Stone, Hawaii's Faith Lennox, and Argentina's Zoe Giannini and Chile's Catalina Castro contested the gold in the women's Stand 1 final.
Soon enough for you. She's on the backhand of this one, just bringing it back down, kind of bouncing off that whitewater bit. No scores coming in yet. Bottom turns off the bottom. She kind of pumps a little bit, roller coastering down the section.
I think we're going to see it reform as this second wave from behind meets up with this one. Let's see what happens.
Stone was able to find the waves with the highest scoring potential to take the gold for Team USA.
It was just insane out there. I don't know if any of you saw, but I went out and I went underneath the water. I opened my eyes and I just prayed, and you know, I just was praying for the waves. I wasn't having a good warm up, and I was I pushed through, and yeah, thank you so much, guys.
The men's stand 1 final featured the Brazilian powerhouse of Mike Voss and Jonathan Borba against past world champion Anthony Smythe of South Africa and Iban Muguerza from Spain.
And here's the first wave that White put down. That's Borba, Jonathan Borba from Brazil.
Oh, look at that big turn back into the zone.
Replay over here of yellow.
Anthony Smith from South Africa. Anthony actually is the 2008 reigning gold medalist in this division. Oh, it looks like our intuition was 100% right. And look at Mike Voss. He has just destroyed every wave that he has touched today. Look at this left. He loves lefts. And he's going to
Voss and Borba exchanged impressive waves, but it was Voss who emerged on top to take gold in his first participation in the event.
There it is. Short populated, and he gets a 16-10.
Led by a pair of visually impaired gold medals, Team Spain rose to the top of parasurfing to earn their historic first ever team gold medal at the 2020 AmpSurf ISA World Para Surfing Championship. A record-breaking edition of the World Championship went down in the history books, setting the stage for the sport to continue to spread its joy and healing powers through all corners of the world.